Good morning. It's Cut to the Chase at 8 with Queen MC. That's me, Madison Chase. We are talking ESB. That's entertainment, sports, and beauty. So we're going to talk about something in entertainment today. So entertainment, I will be covering television shows, web series, films, of course, music, docu-series now, because I want to talk about surviving R. Kelly. It is a new 6-part docu-series on Lifetime. In part 1, the premiere received 1.9 million viewers between the ages of 18 to 54 years old, and that's according to Nielsen's ratings, and 743,000 interactions on social media from Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm sure there's some YouTube videos out there as well. So let's talk about who actually benefits financially. Like, who's making money on the backs of these 14-year-old little girls? Lifetime executives, because it received the highest ratings. The executive producers of this film, and R. Kelly, because on Spotify his music is received a 16% increase for download. So those are the three people that are benefiting. And the young ladies, if they were compensated, R. Kelly has been doing this since 2002, where there was a video that surfaced, and when I did a Google search on R. Kelly's sex tape, a story popped up that said R. Kelly actually tried to kill the person who leaked that tape. And I think that person was 17 years old at the time. So who's benefiting? So here's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of a couple of things in history. Number one, Sarah Baartman, who in 1814, because she had a large butt, and there was controversy regarding this story in the black community because there was rumors that Beyonce was going to actually play her in a movie role. And she was African, so I'm not sure what she looked like, but there have been pictures that have surfaced. And her body parts were still in Europe, and like they sectioned off her body parts and sold them. It also reminds me of the Henrietta Lacks story. August 1st, 1920 was when Henrietta Lacks was born. And her cancer cells are the source of the HeLa cells. And they are the first ever immortalized cells that have been used in medical history to create vaccines for polio, cancer, AIDS, and her cells were cloned in 1955, and 11,000 patents have used her cells. And I do know that her son, the latest story that I saw was that her son, Lawrence Lacks, who's now 82 years old, was basically trying to receive compensation for his mother's cells. Like, I saw a lot of buildings named in her honor, awards named in her honor, but no one, even Oprah Winfrey, who did the immortal life of Henrietta Lacks, that did the story, no one is coming to this family's defense to make sure that this family is compensated. And reparations, they need reparations. Like, this is ridiculous. And I'm sure this is one among many stories of African Americans who have created and who have contributed to inventions and patents that were stolen from us. And again, we're seeing it with Lifetime, and we see it with Nike and Colin Kaepernick. Nike actually allowed Colin Kaepernick to sit on their roster for a year. And after, I'm sure, a lot of intense conversation and debates, they made a decision to go with Colin Kaepernick and use him as part of their campaign that received 80 million views on social media, on Twitter and Instagram, because they were thinking about severing ties. But who actually is benefiting? Have we seen a decrease in the amount of terrorism that is perpetuated against people of color, from these racial hate crimes, from the young girl who was just shot at Walmart? Like, we haven't seen a reduction in these crimes, these sexual crimes, these sexual predatory crimes, and there's no protection for African Americans. And it also makes me think about James Baldwin and his life and how he decided to move to Europe. So it saddens me that this is even a conversation, that people are excusing the behavior, because I do know that people are still trying to figure out who killed John Benet Ramsey and how long ago has that been. But no one is coming to the defense and the aid and the healing of these young girls who were basically, they were victims of a sick man who obviously was victimized himself and had some kind of sexual traumas against him. Like, why does this continue to go unchecked? And how can anyone in the world think that it's okay because you're from Chicago, or you still want to honor this man by listening to his music, by supporting him? It's really sick and it's really sad, and I hope that the numbers for the Lifetime series part 2 through 6 drastically decrease, because we're not helping the victims. They're not making money. And if they are making money, is it enough to actually help them heal from more than, like, this has been going on for literally, now it's 17 years since that sex tape came out. So it's cut to the chase. This is food for thought. And yeah, cut to the chase at 8. It's Queen MC. That's me. I would love to continue this conversation. I'm seeing a lot of people post really positive things, so that's encouraging. But I am official Madison Chase Fitness on Facebook, on Instagram, Madison Chase Fitness. And yes, if you want to continue this conversation, hit me up on those platforms and we'll talk and go live and talk about it. Thanks for listening, and talk to you tomorrow.